Right, let's do this.
Let's go for it.
What the pluck? Oh. Oh my God.
Hi, Hans. Well, this is very weird. This is very exciting, though, because we have talked about doing this pod for... Forever. We never had the balls to do it, but here we are. I mean, please don't hate us. We've got this horrendous fear that we're going to be hated by the general public. But we are actually really nice people.
We are.
Yeah, we're a lot of fun. We're a whole...
That we definitely are.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. We are.
So I'm going to do a little intro about who we are. So I'm Harriet Thacker. I am a salon owner now. I've been in the beauty industry since I was 16 and now I'm 31, so about 15 years. I was a trainer for HD Brows for 5 years, so I've worked everywhere and anywhere on numerous events, locations. I've had the privilege of doing a lot of VIP clients, and this is just something that we wanted to bring because I think there's something missing in the beauty industry of like having an honest podcast where we can just have a laugh and just, you know, we're basically two mates who just want to get other people's opinions on things and just tell you the truth about the industry and share his thoughts.
Yeah, no sugarcoating.
No sugarcoating at all. So yeah, we will probably make mistakes in this, but we're beginners. Be nice to us.
Yeah. And I am Jamie Long.
Jamie Long. The Jamie Long.
I have worked for HD Brows for 8 years now, and I'm currently their lead brow stylist and content creator. I did used to teach for HD Brows. I did that for about 6 years, so some of you may remember me teaching you. I worked at all of the academies up and down the country, and in that 6 year span, I've probably trained thousands of stylists, HD Brows and Brow Sculpt. I have also had the opportunity to work on some amazing projects. I've been to the MTV Awards twice, doing brows backstage. I do the brows for Dancing on Ice, Strictly Come Dancing tour. We do a press and PR and VIP clinic at Harley Street, which I still do today, and that's every month. And yeah, just had some pretty amazing opportunities and experiences with HD. But I do have my own at-home salon. So I work on a weekend doing all of my clients. I specialise in brows. I do the odd lash lift as well, but brows is my forte. But the amazing Harriet is trained in everything and anything.
Basically, I just start from your head and I can work my way down. Literally.
Like Harriet said, we just wanted to create this pod. We're not trying to teach you anything. We just want to entertain you. We want you to listen to us, have a giggle and think, oh my God.
We just want to make friends.
I had that in salon. Yeah, I've got a client like that.
Yeah,
and
that's what we want.
Yeah.
We want to hear your stories and we want you to have a laugh with us as well. And relate, because I think there's massive pressure put on this industry of being super hyper professional, which we should be anyway. But it's nice just to have a giggle amongst ourselves, all us that's in the industry and stuff. And yeah, just talk about things and listen to if you've got any questions or worries or funny stories or whatever. And we'll tell you ours.
Yeah, we will. And it'll be great for anybody who's working, who's a one-man band.
Yeah,
who works at home or, you know, is in a salon and it's just them that does the beauty side. You don't have anybody else to kind of have these conversations with about clients and just like client icks and just salon life. So
because
this can be your outlet.
Yeah, because I think as well, when you work in a salon and you've got like quite a lot of staff around you, you can have a little bit of a debrief in your staff room or whatever, and you can kind of like talk about funny things in your staff room. But if you're a one-man band, you can't really do that, and you kind of feel like you're on your own a little bit. So, bitch, we've just become your best friends.
Because how many girls are in your salon?
Okay, so our salons are, we've got 2 salons, And then we did used to have 3. I say we because my mum, the amazing Anne Thacker. The Anne Thacker. She has run a business for 44 years now. She's had a salon for 44 years. So we've had hundreds of girls and guys work for us throughout them years. So obviously I was born into the beauty industry. The salon is hair and beauty, but at the moment I've taken over the beauty. And so I've only got 2 girls working for me at the moment. But that's enough. For now. I think my mum's got about 12 staff. Yeah. I mean, some of them have been there since I were like, some of them have worked for my mum since I was like 8 years old. So they've been there a long time. Long time. Yeah.
And I work just by myself from home. So any funny stories, I am straight on the chat to Harriet on WhatsApp like, oh my God, my last client just said this. Or... Not
that we bitch about as clients, by the way, but but it is funny because I think as well the biggest comedians are the general public, aren't they? Like the funniest people ever are the general public, and you get so many characters that walk through your door.
Yeah.
And you hear so many shocking stories.
And even I had a client the other week, and I'd not seen her in a couple of weeks, and I was like, oh my God, I've not seen you in ages. She was like, yeah, I've given birth. I've had the twins. And I'd completely forgot she was pregnant. And then to try and make it up, I went, oh my God, yeah, you were pregnant last time. You were massive, weren't you? And I was like, it came out my mouth and I thought, shit, what am I saying? Like, shut up. And this was right at the beginning.
It was best like when people came back from COVID, because you'd obviously not seen them for like 18 months. I had a client that came back, and I'm not kidding, in the time of COVID, she'd had a gastric band. She'd had new teeth in Turkey. And she split up with her husband. She looked like a different person. I swear to God.
Were you like, have you been before?
Yeah. Yeah. And when she told me her name, and she started wearing contacts instead of wearing glasses. I was blown away.
Good for you, girl.
Good for you, girl. Honestly, I was blown away. If she's listening this, you know who you are, and you look incredible.
Through this as well, you will hear us quoting just like random things from TikTok, because whilst we do talk all day, every day, we do also send endless TikToks to each other. So you'll probably pick up on like funny TikTok stuff that we've seen, and we just quote non-stop.
How many times though, with TikTok as well, because obviously TikTok's so massive now, how many times are you just walking around and that's them sayings from TikTok just come into your head?
Yeah.
Good for you, girl. I even say it to guys. you know, like if a guy's done something, even somebody who I'm trying to attract, I will actually say to him, good for you, girl. If he sends a fit selfie, good for you, girl. As you can tell, I'm ridiculously single.
And ready to mingle. So if there's any straight hot guys listening to the pod, get in touch.
No, I'm good.
Follow us on Instagram. Drop us a DM.
And can we just say, I do look better than what my voice sounds. So I have got the worst Yorkshire accent in the world.
If you live in Yorkshire, you're going to feel right at home. If you live anywhere else, you're going to think,
you're going to hate
what
me.
Are they saying?
Yeah. Do you know what's so funny? So we'll get into it maybe later, but Jamie's just come back from America. And I was crying with laughing because a girl. So Jamie's just gone and done like a talk in America for HD Brows and talking about doing brows and stuff like that. And I was crying with laughing because a girl who was American reshared something of the talk that he was doing and said, "Oh my God, I cannot believe how posh Jamie Long is." The voice. See, to us, it's not posh.
Not at all.
I mean, I'm surprised she didn't need. She would have definitely needed subtitles if I were there.
I literally had to say to him when I was on stage, and I went, right, let's get this out of the way. If at any point you don't understand what I'm saying, then just raise your hand or just shout out and tell me. Don't just sit there like smiling thinking, what is he saying? Please just tell me. But yeah, when she put that on Instagram, I had so many DMs from people like back home, like, posh. Like, what the pluck?
I do think though as well that when they're people who are like from down south, because I had an experience last night when I got in a taxi, and there were a guy, the guy who was driving the taxi was from down south, and he was like, "Oh my God, I love your accent." I'm like, really? No, it's not good. Really, it's not good. Do you feel like as well, depending on where you're working and what clients you've got in, you change your accent? So I used to have a teaching accent. So when I used to teach, because I used to teach in Leeds for HD Rouse mainly, so I would have a teaching accent. This wasn't my accent when I would teach. Then if I went to Glasgow, I'd have to be a little bit more proper so they understood what I was saying. So then it'd be a different one. Then I worked in Dubai. That suddenly became broken English that I was speaking. So like really proper English. So I just knew that everybody could understand what I was saying. Yeah. And then you have a telephone voice when you answer the salon phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I feel like you change your accents all the time. And depending on if you have a posh client come in as well. The things that your clients tell you, like you literally are their therapists. Saying like beauty therapist, the it's in the name. Like you are literally a therapist to them, aren't you?
Yeah.
The things that they say to you and the things that they trust you with and, you know, confess to you. I find it quite heartwarming, actually. I do. I find it quite like, I love that they can trust you with information, and they become like, a lot of them become like your friends.
Yeah.
And you feel like you know hundreds of people, and you feel like you know hundreds of stories about their life, and I also think it's really hard sometimes to, well, it's not hard because you learn how to do it in this trade, to make sure you remember everything about their life. So when they come in, oh, did you have a nice time in Tenerife?
Like me forgetting that my client were pregnant with twins.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a big thing, that. Kind of a big thing. We'll just put that down to the fact that you're a man and you've not got them organs, so you wouldn't be wanting to know and ask all the questions.
Really bad with names. I've had clients before, and I'll look on my booking system and I'll think, who's this in at like 12:30? And I'll be looking at the name and I'll be reading the name and I'm like, I don't recognise it. And I'll click on it, completed treatments like 15. But then she'll walk through it down and I'll know exactly who she is.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with names, but faces, I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
This is no word of a lie, and the girls who work with me know this. For about 3 years, I called a woman Tina. That weren't a name. That weren't a name.
Who were it?
I called her Tina to her face. Like, I don't know. I still don't know her name. Because in my head, it's Tina. And when I say Tina, I know who it is straight away. But I remember, like, this one particular time, she were like, just to let you know, Harriet, my name's not Tina. And I was like, what?
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Well, it's still embarrassing that I still can't remember her real name. But, like, to me, that's Tina. Yeah. So, and I know everything about her life. I know her son's and a husband's name, even a dog's name or whatever. But, yeah, for the life of me, she's Tina. That's it.
I would teach in Australia, and this was through COVID, and it was, like, all online. And it got to the final day, like their last assessment before I signed them off, and we're like, yeah, you're good to go and do HD Brows in Australia. And I was kind of like rounding up saying thank you, and then one of them decided to let me know that I'd been calling her the wrong name the entire time. And I was just like, and I could see them all giggling, and I was like, I just want the ground to swallow me up. I just want the internet to disconnect so this Zoom is cut off.
Yeah, but do you correct people if they call you a wrong name?
No,
I don't.
I don't think I would.
I swear to God, right? This is God's honest truth. One of my clients only ever calls me Charlotte. Well, she doesn't call me anymore, bless her, because she's passed away. But she only ever called me Charlotte, ever. Like, and she used to ring up and say, "Can I book in with Charlotte?" And they'd be like, "There's no Charlotte here." And I swear. And so they'd be like, and she was like, "Yeah, I know her name's Harriet, but I don't like that name." So
she knew?
She knew my name was Harriet, yeah. But she said Charlotte suited me better. So
she Harriet through and through.
Do you know what Harriet means?
What?
Ruler of the home. Born ruler.
Say no more. Mic drop.
Boom. End episode. Yeah, Harriet actually means ruler of the home. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't think Jamie means out.
I'll Google it.
Yeah. we'll have a
Does
look.
anybody know what Jamie means? Can they
Yeah.
Google that in? I
We
think
can make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be something glittery and fabulous. I know we've literally probably just talked your head off and drifted off into other things, but
I know. But
this is just a little snippet of
This
what
is
the
like a
pod's going to be
a
like.
teaser. We're just teasing you at this stage.
Yeah. And we also want you to, we're going to be asking questions on social media. And we want you to write in. We want you to fill our DMs with things to write in. Answers of questions that we're going to ask. And we want to know, we want to share experiences with you and we want to laugh about things and stuff like that.
And you can be anonymous.
Yeah, we won't say your names. Definitely not.
So
We're not going to mention any names, so don't worry. You can say whatever you want about whoever you want.
give us a follow on Instagram. It is @whatthepluck with an underscore at the end. And we'll post kind of like what topics we're covering in the next episode. We'll do like the question sticker and get you to like submit your answers, your funny like client stories, just things you want to know. We'll even ask like what do you want us to cover? What should the next episode be on?
Yeah, and please give us a follow because it means a lot to us. If you could, and share us page and stuff like that. And if you've got other friends that are in the beauty industry, or even if you know people that's been taught by us, because I'm pretty sure there's like hundreds of girls out there that's been taught brows by the fabulous two. They'll definitely remember us if they have.
Yeah.
So yeah, please give us a follow on Instagram and we'll be back soon.
We'll be back soon.
Bye.
Bye.